Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you how you can defocus the background or foreground of an image. Just you need to know how to make a good selection of that photo, and the rest things will be in this video. So I have this photo, and you can see there is some blur here. The actual photo is here. You can see it is quite sharp. This photo is quite sharp here, but I want to focus on my face here, so I thought to defocus the background or blur it. So we will use the blur technique in it. So now open this photo. I have closed it. Open that photo, and as I want to make it my desktop wallpaper, so I will crop it. Go to crop tool and enter the dimensions here of your desktop or whatever the size you want, and I will since I want only my face, so I will Control Alt. I will keep press Control Alt, no, Shift Alt, sorry, Shift Alt, and go to this corner, and it will keep the proportion and it will resize it. So for now this area is quite good for me, and press enter and press Control 0 for zoom. Okay, now I will always make a copy of my original photo, so press Ctrl J on background, and now it's time to make a selection. So I will make a selection with magnetic lasso tool. Since there is much difference between myself and the background, so magnetic lasso is good, and you can use any technique for that. If your photo is quite blur at edges, so you can just use filter to sharp and go to smart sharp. You will have a difference between the other color and your color, so it's up to you, and you can decrease the amount, just up to you. So click OK. Now Control plus to zoom and start making a selection. Well, it's not necessary that you are making a good selection. We will modify the selection, and to keep the video short, I am making a rough selection. And here to move the photo, press space button and drag it and release the button, and press enter. You can see here is my selection. Now press Q or press this button to mask the selection, and use the brush with pressing B, and make sure the foreground is black and the background is white. You can reset it by clicking here, and just invert it with X or this arrow, and the photo you want should be not in red, and the other thing that is not selected goes in red. So zoom for now, not that much, and I am making a rough selection. And to select this part, to unselect this part, press X and paint it with red. Okay, now right now it is good for me. Okay, now press Q again and you will have your selection. You can see only me myself. I have selected myself. Now here comes the part. For your convenience, just go to select and save selection so that you can use this selection at any time and give any name, like myself, and press OK. You can load the selection from the channels. You can see this selection is saved here. Okay, now Control D to unselect everything and Control 0 to show everything. Now I will remove this sharpening image because I have sharpened that image. Now again Control J, duplicate the background and go to channel and control click on this thumbnail. It will load the selection, and when I press on this mouse masking, it will just show only the visible selected part and other part will be get hide. To show what actually is happening, I will make invisible this background and press masking. You can see here masking is applied. For in short, the black part in masking will be invisible and the white part will be the visible part. So because right now I just want to defocus my background, so I will alt click on the masking and Control I for inverting. Now you can see myself is black, so I will be invisible. Now you can see here, and just select your image and go to filter, blur, and you can use any type of blur here. As the Gaussian blur is the very first choice for any Photoshopper, so I am choosing that, and it only depends on your photo how much blur will be good. You can see the changes are showing here, and you can see the preview, no preview from here. For now, for me, for this photo, the 9 pixels radius is good for me, so I am pressing OK. Okay, but the blur is this background blur is coming inside my photos. So to get rid of that, Control J the background and make it up, and I will load my channel with control click here, and I will press on this masking. Now you can see the background is not interrupting, not coming inside my photo. So this is a very simple method. Another two blurs which I liked is I have to remove this, so Control J it, and in lower thumbnail, masking thumbnail, Control Alt click and Control I, and I will go to filter, blur, and radial blur. For this photo 25 is okay. You can set any amount here, and let's see the magic. Just do not make the best because it is it will take very time. Good is very enough and much like best. So let's see what happened, and you can see it gives a very nice look. a nice effect on this photo. So since I am using masking, you can make changes anytime, anywhere, without losing the photo pixels. Okay, now if I want to defocus the background, so same thing happens, can be applied here. Just select the photo and filter, go to blur, and let's use iris blur here. Let's see what it gives. I like tilt shift very much, so it can make your system very busy. I am using i5, but still it is very slow. You can increase the blur, and you can see, and to temporarily hide these lines, any extra lines, press Ctrl H. It will just hide it, and you can play with the ranges here. Okay, for now press OK, and in that way you can just defocus the foreground. So it is just a blur technique. So I hope you have got an idea about that. Yeah, one more thing, when you apply the blur, the edges of between the foreground and background may be loose, so you have to keep the background photo here. Let's suppose if you are not getting a good result after keeping the background, so you can simply select the masking, any masking, background or lower, and right click on that and refine edges, so that you can shift the edges. You can see it is shifting the edges, and it will give a nice combination. Now you can't see the difference. I have done much, so it is just to play with things. Just keep the feather very low. Okay, click OK and apply the blur again, and let's use motion blur for background. You can see the motion blur has given a much difference between foreground and background, so at that time the masking is very helpful. Right click on that and refine edges and shift edges, and you can give also feather for shift edges. Feather is very much smooth. Okay, you have to play with this foreground masking too. So this is all it. I hope you have got an idea to play with. Now you can see I have a good combination of foreground and background. So thanks for watching my video, and if you have any suggestion about foreground and background, so please leave a comment, and if you like my channel, please subscribe it. Have a good day.